Well, hello there, everybody. How goes it? How you doing? How ya mama doing? Hope everybody's well today. Did it just roll another 3-minute commercial? The ad break should be over. But anyways, hi. How goes it? How's it going? How you doing? Intermediate ad. No, seriously, like as soon as it started, I started a 3-minute ad, so it'd go ahead and get that over with, and then I'd have 63 minutes of pre-roll, like no problem. I guess it just up and decided that, like, you've been live for 4 minutes. Here's an idea: 3-minute ad. Thanks, Twitch. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Oh well. Anyways, bros, Dune is so fucking good. I have had so much fun playing this game. Wow, 14-second ad hit just as you said it should be done. Wow. Wow. Hi, Lori. So we got some pretty good upgrades. Yet pretty good set here. I got the full Kells set. I don't like the way it looks, but it's got good stats. Got me a good new weapon. It's pretty gangster. The Stammer Shot. It's a burst weapon, 31.5 damage per second. This one right here does 89.9 damage per shot. It's a big hit sniper rifle. Then I have a rapier. The Poison Mist, 69.6 hit. Got my nice blood extractor, cut array, nice blood bag, bunch of water. So far, doing pretty good. Pretty good. Get up here. Put in those fuel cells. Didn't need those. All right, we actually have our ornithopter now. I can fly. It's awesome being able to do that. One of the first things we're going to knock out is I'm going to go do the 7th and 8th trials of Ockle. And then I'm going to get back to doing some contracts. But I need to be able to get the bodies for the still suit, or not the still suit thing, the Anyway, to be able to get water out of some bodies. Oh shit, I need to get fuel. And how's my 58%? Okay. I need to get some fuel. Boink. Oh, dang. I loaded up Delta Force earlier, Chick. I was like, I'm gonna play some Delta Force. You weren't on. I was like, okay, well. Then I loaded in, and then I saw my buddy Veden hopped on Dune. I'm like, okay, well, never mind Dune. Hey, Trash Hunter, what's up? I mean, that was earlier, before stream. I was still gonna stream Dune regardless. But okay, I need. Let's see. But oh wait, let's. Let me take these out. Put them in here. That's where they were intended to go. That way everything goes to the proper place. All right, there. All of those processed materials are in that bag. Fantastic. All right. How are you doing today, Trash Hunter? How's life and things, my friend? Let's drink some water. Let's go ahead and extract some water. 250 mil back into that. Still suits full, so we got plenty of water. Almost forgot again. Have to get some fuel. I should have already made some. One of these. I made some earlier. Yeah, there we go. Medium size fuel cell. Perfect. On up the thing we go. Have some fuel cells up here. Got some repair stuff. Definitely need to make some more fuel cells. Ooh, ornithopter thruster. I kind of want to fuck with the thruster because I haven't really been using the ornithopter to like carry a lot, but eh. Attach. Ornithopter storage. So if I take off the storage, I will put on the thruster. Let's see how that is. Days, what's about 5 kilometers? Oh, cool, man. Hell yeah. I mainly sat around all day and played video games after I woke up. The exterminator came over and, you know, had the guy, you know, do his thing. There we go. Booster! Customize. Apply to all. There we go. Alright, now we have a booster on there. Anyway, so we had the exterminator come over, take care of things, and then I had a friend of mine come over with his dog. We had like a doggy play date between his dog, Buster, who is a pit bull, a Staffordshire Terrier, and Anubis. And they had never met before. It went okay. It's 2 male dogs who don't hang out with other dogs, so they were really cautious around one another, and then, yeah, they did kind of, you know, get into it like twice. Nothing too crazy, but Anubis did, you know, get a scratch next to his eye and bled a little, and Buster got scratches on his stomach where Anubis kind of fucked him up a little bit, but everything's fine, everybody's good, just little scrapes. Then the dogs, you know, figured out that, okay, cool, and they maintained a respective distance from one another. But I think the next time, you know, of course it was raining and stuff like that, so we didn't get to go take them out on walks and stuff together. But next time, he and I will, you know, go on a nature walk with our dogs and each other and try to get them used to each other, because they both need other dogs to play with, you know. Anubis has never really gotten along with other dogs very well. So let's fuel. but this, oh, no, this one, yeah, this one. Another fuel cell. I'll keep this one on me. It does weigh a bit, but it'd be all right. I don't necessarily need the radiation suit right now. Just gonna toss this here for now. That'll save some weight. Okay. There we go. Boop. Another scout ornithopter. We're gonna go over here. We take off. Then when we get some altitude, we're gonna glide. There we go. We're gliding at a pretty good speed, and it doesn't cost us nothing in fuel to just glide. Also, it's less wear and tear on the wings. Well, it depends. So, yeah, you can, like, take classes during the summer at university if you wanted to, but, like, not a lot of classes are offered in the summer. So it is, yeah, it's very, very low-key for me. I do still go to work every day. Like, I have to be on campus. Oh, shit. Aim lag. I have to be on campus, to do my job. There's just a lot less for me to do. Because, like, we're in the fall, let's say, I have, like, 78 classrooms that they're within my realm of responsibility, right? And of those 78 classrooms during the fall, every damn one of them is getting used every day, sometimes multiple times a day, throughout the week. During the summer, out of those 70 some odd classrooms, maybe 10 of them are getting used twice a week. So, like, the volume of classes is much lower, and there's a lot less students, and I've just honestly got less to do on the day-to-day. But that's why during the summer we use the time to, like, order all of our new computers that we replace every year. So, like, the way we do it with our professors and whatnot is they get a computer issued to them when they get hired by the university, right? And that computer is replaced every 4 years. It's upgraded because that's how long the warranties last. We get a 4-year warranty from Dell or Apple, whomever we get it from. And then when those 4 years are up and that computer is no longer under warranty, we just we surplus it. That either, what happens there is it either gets, sent to, sometimes they get donated to local schools like high schools, elementary schools. Sometimes, like, say, Apple has a buyback program, so we'll resell them back to Apple and get some money back for the program, or they get donated to, like, grad students for them to use. So the computers get sent elsewhere and they get a new one every 4 years. All right. Well, we do that during the summer. So everybody who's due a computer this year, it was ordered in May. It'll get here in like 2 weeks, usually like beginning of July. And we have time to get the computers, get them all set up, get our like provisioning software and everything on them, and then get them to the professors who need them. And we do that during the summer because there's a lot less shit going on. And there's another thing, it's STF, Student Tech Fee. So the STF computers, which are the classroom computers, I mentioned I have 78 classrooms. Well, they also get replaced every few years. Same thing, 4 years, they're on a rotation with their warranties. So whatever computers need to be replaced this year, which is like 22 of them, all 22 of those computers get ordered, they come in over the summer, and then I have time to set them up and have them in the classrooms, have them tested and provisioned before classes actually start. That makes things a lot easier. All right. Shield on. So that should answer your question, Trash Hunter. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for asking and being interested. I appreciate it. I don't mind talking about what I do for work. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Mike, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I gotta go up for my 7th trial. Yeah, like, this is busted. So where do I go? This the fall of Proteus. There we go. 7th trial of Ockle. Track. Locate the 7th trial. I mean, I don't see any more purple things. I guess I maybe go down this way. There's another area I haven't discovered. Oh shit, oh shit. I know, I heard something. Alright, let's see. I have 2 skill points. I need 3 to fuck around with the planetarian stuff, so. Only thing this sand does is block your view when a storm hits. I mean, shit, you ain't joking. That is an absolute fact. Absolute fact. Also hides hungry, pissed off worms. Not an incorrect statement. What is that? A DP issue? No, I'm good. Don't do that. Okay. So, 7th trial of Ockle. How do I complete? Shit. Another mine. That's okay. There's got to be another entrance from the outside, maybe? Because my quest marker's still here. I saw the ruins of what was left of the original. So let me see. Dot stuff. $38 meters. See, it's saying it's up. 20 meters. Higher elevation. 20 meters. 18. Alright. So, this is the beginning of the place, right? Okay. So, is there a... something else over here? No? May have to ask Demented. Don't see anything up here either. No, there's no other way around it. I can look it up. View trial location. A wall carving indicating the next Ockle pilgrimage site, located in the Haga Rift. Red teeth, gaping maw, down in the depths. Hunger hidden from storm and worm. Alright, so that's what it looks like. So this is... oh, okay. So that means, looking at the map here... Okay, that means it's somewhere over here. Like, it's in this area. But if you look at these features, right? And then we go back to the journey, look at the location. Yeah, see? So let's look for these landmarks, this land bridge and shit. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be it's in this area somewhere. have to go do that thing anyways. Okay, cool. All right, we have some answers. We have an idea of where to go. Boink. Boink. So I got my marker down. Let's do this. Good altitude. Whee. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Definitely feel more like that once I get the attack copter. Then I'll be like playing Fly on the Valkyries. Dun, 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 dun. That thing has rockets and shit. Alright. So I know I have my Atreides identification tag thing to do over there. But I think my trial is down here somewhere. Okay, let's see. Definitely somewhere close. They said down in the depths. I really do think it's down this way. You're just gonna have to find it is all. Yeah, right. I'm innocent. What you talking about? I don't get in trouble. Nice, calm, cool, collected guy. Arctis Cavern was just discovered. Oh, man. Yeah, there. Okay. So where... Oh, what's that? It looks like a camp. It's just a camp. Let's see. Yeah, look at those clues again. Save some fuel. Exactly. Trial location. Okay, so boom, boom, bridge, tall thing here. Okay. Ah, so it looks like it's more in this area. Yeah, right next to that. So. Yeah, definitely down in more that area. Let's go. Definitely more of this area. Looks like that goes deeper in. It's all about red stuff too. I think we may have found it. Got that, nerd. Deserter camp. Oh, yeah, I did find it. Red Maw. Perfect. Alright, so we found the 7th trial. Let's get it. The Weeping Chasm. We are level 94. We're not even halfway. I think max level's 200. We are now level 94. Okay. Where are the baddies? Oh, yeah, someone is here. Bam. How many hours do you have in the game, Mike? Call me a speedrunner, bro. I got like 50 hours in game. That's what it took me to get there. But also, I will readily admit, the game doesn't have a lot of tutorial. It doesn't have a lot of like linear anything. So, if you don't know where to go for certain things, you will be lost. And if you're like, you know, just kind of fumbling your way around, it'll take you longer to get shit done. I have luckily, even though I haven't watched a lot of people on Twitch, other than like, you know, seeing them build and seeing the fighting and stuff, like not progression or anything, I've had people tell me, hey, you should, you know, go here and try to find this thing, or hey, use this tactic to fight the guys with flamethrowers, that sort of thing. And it's made it a lot faster for me. Not to mention that, you know, Bragal and Demented are a bit ahead of me. And so when I got to where, oh, I can need to start getting aluminum stuff to build better gear, they already had aluminum mined, so I could go ahead and start making my gear. So, like, I have updated gear before I get to the next spot, instead of, like, starting the next spot with old gear and having to fight my way through and eventually get new gear. I start the next area with the equivalent gear already. I'm not having a hard time, thanks to the fact that I just have, you know, two guildies that are ahead of me. I would be a lot further behind without that. That is true. Like, it takes a lot to get established, especially if you're running solo or running with people who also have no idea what's going on. But thanks to them, I have imparted some knowledge, or I've learned some things and been able to impart that knowledge upon others. That have joined, like my buddy Veden's in Discord right now. He's, you know, just started a character. Sadistia popped in the other day, just started a character. I've been helping Jack Royal figure things out, and that's been awesome. So, and I've been helping them get things done faster. Like, Veden just created a character. Cool. Well, I went and made him, like, you know, 2 weapons and a still suit that are like 3 levels above what he's doing, so he can do it. I didn't give him the best shit, but I gave him way better than he'd be starting with, and it's going to make him getting started a lot faster. I gave him a level 3 buggy. You know, he just created his character. So he's not going to need anything for a while and just be able to smash through shit. Oh man, they ain't carrying me, that's for sure. I am holding my own, I am contributing quite a bit. I'm doing my thing. I have been carried. And I can carry others, but nope. Been trying to be fair. Best I can. Anto being carried again. Only in shooters when the shoot check. Or as wifey says, it's streamer perks. Oh yeah, I do know you're poking at me. Yeah, I haven't really gotten too much up either. Like, when I first logged in, they gave me a speeder with level 2 parts on it and said, okay, have fun. So I have given a speeder and weapons and said, okay, have fun.
Why were we created? Ibn Qirtaiba. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wali?
Oh, nice. Yeah, see, we're not on a private server. We're on a...
Our god gave us the Pura Sikali Wali, the wind that eats flesh, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Carry shelter always against the coming of Kralizek.
Put those camps down, you can go through a storm, no problem. Don't have to worry about getting blown away. So this one should get me like the camp, and the next one the body thing.
We were exiled from Nilotic al-Urobra for our unwillingness to fight.
We climb. If I ever started over, I would want to be on a fresh start server.
For our willingness to forget.
Or host and jump in with people at like the same time. I would love to play with like a large group of people on a private server, but like having less than 5 people isn't not the cost of the server, you know? So I thought about starting a server for the community, but I'd probably have, you know, 5 people, or like right now I have 7 that are playing with me on this public server, which is great. But yeah, it wouldn't be that much, not to justify the cost. So I'd like it to be like, you know, me and, you know, I bring 5 to 7 people from this community, and then another friend who can bring 5 to 7 from their community, and then so on and so forth, and have like, you know, 3 or 4 streaming friends and their peoples with us, and actually have like 20 people on a server.
And the judges
Worth
said,
it. Fucking way worth it. That would be fun.
Are like green blades eaten down.
Because then we could actually trade with one another and help each other out and stuff like that. Like right now, people, like, I don't even think people are pricing things very well on the auction house, but you can put stuff on there and sell and buy for Solari or whatever. But I'm not actually seeing any very well priced stuff. It's all like 10, 20,000 Solari. I'm like, why? Why is it that much? Like it costs what?
Action and knowledge.
Was it 2,500 to fly to Arakeen or something like that? So, yeah, it needs to be like 5K or more to even be worth posting something on the auction house. But, you know, a level 1 schematic for 20K Solari? No. Your group is 16? That's actually awesome. Hell yeah. That's a really healthy number, actually.
Ibn Kirtaiba, the typhoon struggle comes. Why were we created?
Catboy. Too good, kitty. To survive.
To survive Kralizig, the war at the end of the universe. Yahya Shuhada. Remember Nilotic al-Urobra. Bila Kaifa.
It is Osiris. There. Alright, that's better. No, it's not. It's weird. Alright, here we go. Now it's better. I hate you, kitty. Enjoy. Here we go. All right, we should be able to now learn the tent. Oh no. Making up for our drug-induced coma. Off the floor. Now, I've done Spice now like 7 times for these visions. Are my eyes starting to turn blue yet? I wonder. It does actually kind of look it, yeah. The whites of my eyes are turning blue. Nice. I was wondering if that would be a thing. That's cool. Alrighty. We have completed the 7th. We must now do Footsteps of the Fremen. Find the cave. I think... I already... No. Footsteps of the Fremen. I'm not seeing it already. Let's see. Footsteps of the Fremen. Trial location. Okay. Located on the border of Misa Tyrell and Jabal Ifrit al Gareb. The crevice that hides, the mountain that protects, the sands that provide. Okay, so... That's Eastern Shield Wall. This is Ifrit al Garab. That's the Haga Rift. Alright, so... Journey... Trial... Misa Taro, Ifrit el Garab. Okay. Right here. Okay, so here's Misa Taro. Here's Jabal. Okay, so here's that area. Thinking it might be there, but let me look at that again. Just try to remember the topography of the map here. A trial. So I think I was right looking where I was. Yeah, it's in this area. Oh, actually, I think I just saw the... Yeah, there it is right there. Yep, we found it. I think you have to go in there to get to it, though. Alright, we've got it. We know the 8th trial, the final test, is...
Shield on!
Find the way out. Which I think is this way, actually. Yeah. Oop. Here we go. Huzzah! We did it. That out. Up we go. And it's nighttime. Oh, wow. Okay. I actually never used the thruster. That's cool. Oh, and that toggles. Okay. Nice, nice. Do it while gliding. It does nothing but actually just kind of help me get momentum and like stay at a certain altitude. Like I can glide up with that now. 54% on the wings. Yeah, we're good. Yo. A lot of bases right there. I like it. They built really close to one another. Pretty cool. Good base location, though. They can get to a lot of stuff there. Alright, I think this right here. Is this our cave entrance? It looks like it. Yep. That's it. Alright, here we are. My shield on. Doing on water. Thing holds 10,000. I won't have any problem with water here in a while. And I'm wearing a steel suit, so thirsting to death is not going to happen. Siege Talab. Level up. Alright, actually, let's see, skill points 4. What I want is... Gives me more maximum power. That's steel suit. Let's see, Mountaineer uses less stamina. Fuel efficient pilot. That takes 4 points. Ah, I have to upgrade that. Damn. Okay, Sandcrawler yield. That is good. Vehicle mining is good. Scanning, vehicle repair. Ah, max durability loss. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, actually. Let's see. Yeah, let's do... Yep. We're gonna do that. Wait, was that only 2 points? No, that was 3 points. Okay. Oh, we have more research to do too. Okay, let's see. Research. The carrier ornithopter. It's a big bastard. I think it can pick up the buggy, take it out. So that's pretty cool. Okay. What am I missing? Let's go that. 65 points left. Okay, how's my weapons looking? A lot of weapons updated. Let's say the Holtzman shield. Mark 6 power pack. Yep, that'll work. And 25 more points. Let's see. Light. We got 15 left. Perfect. There's 10. And there's 5. Boom. Spent. Got some more challenges done too that were a bit of XP just by unlocking certain things, so. There's actually a few of those I need to look at. Like, if I look through here, like, there's a few, like, challenges and shit that I can finish that'll get me XP. Like this one here. Research the drill shot. Fabricate it. Kill enemies with it. Vulcan. The rapier. I gotta kill 15 people with it, you know? Heavy Dune armor. All of those, they are completable by a party member, which is pretty good, too. So that if they're using those other things, they can kill them. That's 200 XP. Fabricate a spice mask. Equip it. You know, easy 200 XP. Harvest spice with it. Survey. Go to Imperial Test Day. So there's so many things that I can knock out that are like small things to do. Add a sandbike inventory to Mark 1 sandbike. I didn't even do that. 200 XP. A lot of stuff I can do to help get my experience up. Here. I knew there was some more of them. Approach the lock mechanism. Place your hand on... Yeah, see, look, my eyes actually are turning blue. That's awesome. Place your hand on the projection. Okay. Oh, really?
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin? We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way. You have failed the...
Oh, shit. Whoops. This is all about the lore. Place your hand. Next.
We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wali. So God, on our wanderings,
there we go.
We came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence
This is the
was
Salusa Secundus.
Have you learned its name, Wali? We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali?
Rosek.
You have failed the...
Nope, fuck. Alright, place that again. Next.
We are the people. We
That
grew
one.
soft, Wali.
Origin,
We remember that you have failed the...
I chose the exact same thing again. I'm a big dumb.
We are the people. We grew soft, Wali. On our wandering, we remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. So many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all. You have failed.
Nope. Okay. Damn. Alright.
We are the people. We grew so on our wander. We remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word. So many planets across a long journey, young Wali.
There we go.
But we are almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves. You have failed.
Damn it.
We are the people. We grew soft on our wander. We remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by so many planets across so many. A long journey, young Wali. The time of Mihna has ended.
There it is.
Young Wali, pass within and seek your Ummah.
That is it.
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here?
Rise of Akal brought me in search of the
Trials of Akal. Knowledge of that name lends you credibility. But you seek the Fremen? You must know they're dead.
Yeah, I've seen them in my dreams. I doubt they're really dead. She is also partaken of the spice. Hubba hubba.
That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it?
Just opened it. You follow me and you tell me.
Perhaps we can help each other.
Perfect for me. You're the trespasser here. Why do I need you again?
I'm a scholar of Fremen's social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Masquerade trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down.
Okay.
And I have yours. The name's Ari.
Who do you work for, Ari?
I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or south, maybe.
Oh.
Arrakis is a big and while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin.
You dispute the Imperial account?
Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account. And I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, if we survive.
Okay. Here we go. Explore the siege with Ari. You're a wizard, Ari. Oh, what's this? Yeah, goodies. That's what that is. I wonder what's down there. Hi, Tanto wifey. What's up, wifey lady? You guys are already back at the room, are you? Figured you'd, y'all still be doing stuff. Well, it is dinner time, so fair enough. That you wouldn't be. Ooh, wait, what's over there? Loot! Ba-bum, 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 bum.
Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? They're some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west.
Pushing your legs made a new friend? Good!
But if they
I'm glad,
found this place, they'll be coming.
If they found this place, they'll be found in me with my rifle ready. Let's go! These places were built 10,000 years ago by the people who then became the Fremen. Hey, Potter info. Oh, nice! Very cool. Very good. This, hopefully someone around our age, or is it someone around your mom's age? Hey, what's up, Raziel? How you doing, buddy? How's things, man?
Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray.
I did bring my cutter ray. Where you head? Get gone. So I need another one. Who this be? Yeah, it's like all desiccated. He's mummified. Dude been in here for a while.
We'll probably find that a lot of corridors and subchambers are collapsed and impassable. Some would have been brought down by the Sardaukar to deny key areas and resources to any survivors. Others would have been brought down by the Fremen themselves to crush the invading assault force or channel them to a kill zone.
Oh, you're doing a marathon? Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I do want to see 28 Years Later. I like those movies. There were definitely some of the best zombie movies, like, just made. They really are good.
The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open. The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open.
Oh, dude, I am enjoying this so much. Like, I really, really like the game a lot. I have had so much fun. It's super fun playing it with friends. It's great playing solo.
Strange to think these
Highly
corridors
recommend.
once echoed with the hopes and dreams of a lost multitude. Mothers, fathers, and children beyond count. And now, only silence. A silence this rock hasn't known in 10,000 years.
Fucking Sardaukar, man. But if you've got questions about it or want me to show you any particular thing, I'll tell you and show you what I can. You know, I'm not in the end game. I would say I'm right square in the mid game right now, and I'm 50 some odd hours in. Plenty to do. Plenty to do. And honestly, if it wasn't for a bit of help and advice from friends, I would probably be further back than I am right now anyways. I started as a swordsman, but I now have all of it unlocked. So I've got all of them unlocked, and most of them to everything to level 2 except for a Bene Gesserit.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Okay. So this is like 10,000-year-old technology that's like we're basically rediscovering. Grass, planting, moon, mountain. Okay. Cavern, fire, downwind, dune. Cavern, aerate, blind, animal, or bind. Okay. Right, and then we have shelter, rock, sand, tree. Okay, so, how does this work? Anything to read? We got lesson 1. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is to bind the dunes with grass. Right? So that's shelter. Tree, sand. That's what they said. Bind the dunes.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass.
Yeah.
Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons,
Bind.
and the door to the future will
Bind
open.
dune grass. Okay, that's what we do. So we need... symbol for dune. Let's go ahead and get this to bind. What was the bind symbol? I think it was there. That's bind. Okay. All right, later, buddy. All right, so Bind Dune. And what was grass? I think that's grass. Yep, that's grass. So bind the dune
Very good.
with grass. Okay.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind
Deep
face.
plantings,
Finally,
shelter.
introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be
Downwind,
tested on how well you
shelter.
have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation.
That's shelter.
Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Shelter. The downwind. Downwind, shelter.
To begin,
All right, hold on.
bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing
Downwind
animals to
face.
aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons,
Downwind.
and the door to the future will open.
Okay. Downwind. 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 Shelter.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind
Planting,
face.
Shelter.
Finally,
Downwind.
introduce burrowing animals
Planting,
to
shelter,
aerate the soil.
downwind.
You will be
Okay.
tested on how well you have
That's
learned
shelter.
to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons.
Planting,
And the door to
shelter,
the
downwind.
future
Okay.
will open.
So we go planting. I think that's shelter. Oh no, that's shelter. Planting, shelter, downwind. Shelter.
Brilliant work.
Downwind. And then something
To
about
begin,
burrowing animals.
bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally,
Bird.
introduce burrowing
Burrowing
animals to aerate the
Aerate the
soil.
soil.
You will be tested on how
Burrowing
well you have
animals
learned to
aerate
recognize the language of the
soil. So
ecological
animal-
transformation. Remember your lessons,
Animal
and the door
aerate
to the
soil.
future will open.
I think that's it. Animal aerate soil. So is there a soil? There's aerate, there's animal.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future
Okay.
will open.
Animal aerate. Alright, so scroll through these. Alright, so it's not that. Animal aerate. Aerate soil. Let's see. So, grass. Burrowing animals, maybe? So, cave animal. Cavern. Aerate, bind. Fire, dune. I'm thinking cavern. No, it's not that. That's what I have. Cavern, animal, aerate.
To
Doesn't do
begin,
it.
bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face.
Planting shelter
Finally,
downwind.
introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be
Introduce burrowing
tested on how
animals to
well you
aerate
have
soil.
learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons,
Alright, so let's
and the
go.
door to the future will open.
Animal, aerate.
Congratulations.
Got it.
You share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent.
Bam. So what was that? That's sand. Okay. So animal, aerate, sand. Got it. Here we go.
Good work. This must be the way.
Thank you for telling me. I know what Fremen children would know. Bum. That was back when people were trying to terraform this
Now we
fucking
come to
planet.
the private living areas of the Siege proper. In a Siege community, the leader was known as the Naib, and the various Naibs were often jealous of each other and liked to measure their relative influence by the number of hearths they commanded within their Siege. Siege Talab is a smaller Siege, hosting roughly 500 hearths. Siege Tabor, by comparison, the community Pardo Kynes lived within, was said to host well over two. That's the Masquerade. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We'd better hurry up and be done with our business here.
Yep, looks like we do need to hurry. Let's get it. Oop.
This
Salmon.
must be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Siege community. It's here that Siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there,
Yep.
upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today.
Better be more loot than just all this random junk. I'm getting a lot of those, and that's good. But I'd like to see like a nice loot chest. Or the good ones.
A death still. The place all Fremen end up at death, so they
Yeah.
return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path." And I believe the
Mechanisms
path in
misaligned.
question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe
Sector
your
weather
blood
alert.
is the key.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Damn it. About to have this bitch lined up though. Okay.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
If there isn't anything to look at that's gonna do it, so I gotta line all this shit up.
Very good.
Boom. Alright. I think that's it. Move closer and face it. Ah. Pour blood on the death still. I gotta cut my hand, I guess. Okay. And then water goes to there. Which goes to there. Oh. There it
Check your weather
is.
alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
A large sandstorm. Oh no. Oh shit, what is this? This is tech well beyond the Fremen. This must be from the old empire, 10,000 years ago, when there were still thinking machines, AI.
Greetings, and Sabakukua. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long.
Oh,
They found
there
me.
he is.
I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But
yeah.
when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communanet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of
This cape is bugged, right? Yeah. Shit, mine was the other day. It was like
They don't
flipped
know
over
where
my
I
head.
am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall, as with the security door and the death still. Our blood is the key. And now,
Okay.
I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may.
Okay.
Masalam.
Here we are. This is like the main story stuff. Pretty fucking cool. Find the safe mentioned in the projection. You said there's a safe in the wall, and it needs our blood. Okay. Find the safe in the wall. The key. Is there a safe? Oh,
Who are
Right
you
here.
really?
you mean?
This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin. That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this, and I have access to the resources of a great house. Don't
Okay.
be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides,
She's
as
also
a
an Atreides.
mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place.
All right. Find a way out of the secret chamber.
Tricky, tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And while the Fremen are ingenious, this technology far exceeds their reach.
Yeah. That it does. Some pretty serious tech. And it is definitely not of Fremen origin. It's probably from the old Imperium. What I think. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and put on a different repulsor. Or not. Oh, it came out the worm of the mouth of Shai Hulud. Nice. I have a feeling, yep, here comes the door. Finally busted it open.
It's the Masquerette. Going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You would pay for your desecration in blood! After them! Do not let them escape!
Masquerade leader. There you go. Ah, there's one. And that missed me. Got him.
There's someone here.
Didn't even have Holtzman shields on. The hell do you think he was gonna do? That's the difference between a shielded and a non-shielded opponent. Punks.
There's someone
Oh.
here.
Goodbye. Survive the assault. Massacre the assault. What is this? I guess I didn't get to examine that one. Oh well. Alright, find a way out is what it says. Okay, well, that shouldn't be too hard to do. It's not down there. She ran this way. Okay, well, can't go. Oh no, she ran that way. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, now that goes back in. Let's go this way. Another examine thing that she could have given me some lore hints. Okay, well, if that's not the way out, maybe. You can totally fit through that hole. Alright, we gotta find the way out. That's not gonna do what I wanted. But also didn't see anything up there. This way goes back up. And inside. Oh, exit siege. Oh. Well then. Got Ari's pistol. Ooh. Seems like a nice weapon. Damn, it is a nice weapon. 34.5 pistol, Mala pistol. Increases accuracy while in prescient, which is using the spice abilities. That's cool. New schematic available. Nice. Okay. So, new schematic. I guess I can make this pistol now. Where is it? Alright, there's that. Okay. There's that. Ooh, advanced Fremen Death Still. Yep. Got it. Okay, we got the Fremen Death Still. Was Ari's pistol not one of the things? I guess it wasn't. Okay. The Frem kit. Nice. Alright. Well, wait for Ari to find information about decoding the Rabbinic code. We now have... We're in the epilogue. Nice, okay. We're right outside of her base. We're pretty close. Now let's empty some inventory. We got contracts to do.
Are you there? trying to reach you for a while. I haven't managed to find an Ixian decoder for the
5 minutes,
mnemonic
lady.
film anywhere. And that is unusual, given the resources I have access to. It's as if they've been deliberately removed from the face of Arrakis. I'll keep looking, but I wanted to let you know. Keep your eyes open. Maybe one of the towns has a black market trader who kept one in stock.
Arco
I'll
Village.
be in contact.
Boom. That's what we got to do. Deposit. Alright, so that get rid of all that stuff. Cool. Boink. Now that all that's done, let me look at the blades of this thing, see if I need to... 53%? Nah, not until 25, so we're okay there. Alright, so we've gotten that part done. We can keep chasing this quest by going to the Pinnacle Station here and going out to where we go. Then we got these contracts, so... where was that thing? It was close by. I can see it at night way better. Where was the town? Oh, there it is. There it is. There's somebody else's ornithopter. Damn it. There we go. Jeez. Stored that. We gotta use medkit. Boom. Oh yeah, that helped a lot. Level 4 medkit's good. What's this guy
Still
have?
alive, are you?
Whipper, Sheb's Kisser, a storage for the buggy. Nothing that we need. All 4 medical supplies I can use. The ray amplifiers are good to have too. Alright.
Can I fly you
Let's
somewhere
go.
today?
Fly me
Music to my ears.
somewhere.
Well, the
Arco
Harkonnens
Village,
look- oh,
2500 Solari. Let's do it. I could technically fly to Harco Village, and then that way I'd be able to take off from my ship there without having to pay money, but it's whatever. I've got plenty. Alright, Harco Village. Good. Search for a black market trader. There's something else I can do here too? Oh. Oh, that's right. I can level up my Bene Gesserit while I'm here. Yeah, that'll be good.
Alliances with rival factions is an act of betrayal. Loyalty to House Harkonnen is non-negotiable.
Boop, boop, boop.
You're back.
I've recovered the holy writings.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's see what you found. Good work. These genealogical records go a long way towards supporting my theories.
Was it a theory that gets you exiled from
Any
your sisterhood?
idea or concept that challenges any core belief is not welcome, no matter how valid and well-proven it may be.
So your theory's been proved?
That is precisely what we are trying to find out. Very
Training.
well. I have analyzed the holy texts you recovered in detail, and the genealogical data is relevant to my... However, the primary revelation is evidence of Missionaria Protectiva influence more than 700 years before the official records date. It's
Okay.
the Bene Gesserit's way of asserting control over a primitive world by seeding their culture with myths, superstitions, and prophecies. When this seeding takes hold, sisters can position themselves as guides, protectors, or other leaders fitting prophecy. Of course, it's the same prophecy the sisterhood conveniently engineered themselves.
Alright, you're betraying your order by divulging their
Waste
secrets?
not a drop of worry on the Bene Gesserit. Here, their secrets are as plenty as grains of sand. Save your detecting for the mission. I am not your comrade, and I don't need, require, or respect your counsel. Unfortunately, the holy texts you recovered are incomplete. I need you to track down more evidence of the Sisterhood's work. While most of it was lost in
This
the
all
purge,
is tying into the movies,
texts
too.
you recovered give me hope that some fragments will have survived. Find them for me.
Unlocks level 3 Bene Gesserit skills. Boom. Alright, we have our level 2 Bene Gesserit skills now. We have to go to advanced Bene Gesserit trainer to get those skills unlocked. But I can do level 2 now, which will include my blade damage, short blade damage. Okay, we got weirding step, which is awesome. Let's see. Once an enemy is stunned, staggered, or knocked back, you strike an invulnerable nerve ending, causing more damage. Yeah, that's always really helpful. Voice training. I haven't even used voice at all, honestly. Recovery, healing limit, sun tolerance is a good one. Poison tolerance, self-healing. Oh, I need to get vitality. So I have to get that so I can put point in that. There we go. More health. Huzzah. Alright, research. Here we go. What are we gonna research? We got 50 intel points. I've got my Mark 6 Sandcrawler. How about the Dew Scythe Mark 6? And then something I can spend 10 points on. There we go. Arcane Disruptor. Sweet. Got it. So we got those delivered, and then that's the Sook Doctor. There's also, I gotta find the other thing. The actual main story quest item. So you go this way. It's on the back side of this. I think. Oh. Where is it? Not another level. Is there? Yeah, it looks like there is actually a second level. Oh, okay, there's the stairs. All right. Also, we have this first. Zentara. It's the bat.
Get the Santaris bat!
Vujkiot preshkai vajdo. You are not the lion, but that is his beast.
Oh. Shit. Okay. I'm in prison at the Harkonnen main city.
Let's make this quick. I have a transport due any time now. Demo, Azat, and whoever you are, get out. And you?
And?
I don't know you. And that's a problem because it's my job to know everyone around here. Even the degenerate smuggler I declined to name as Mara Effendi. Of course I know that rogue. It's my job to know, and I'm good at my job. But then you come along to make me look bad in front of my superior.
Okay.
You were sighted fleeing the scene of a terrible crash. A prison transport, as I understand it, carrying work crews bound for Neo-Carthag. But here's the strange thing. We recovered the crew and passenger manifests. And what do you think we found? All
Not
hands
me.
were accounted for. 87 names, 87 bodies. Which brings us back to our central mystery. You. Who are you? How did you come to be on that shuttle? But most importantly, how are you known to the Fremen outlaw Zantara?
Avdo Prejt Kiva.
The Sardaukar say he helped you, and only you.
Shpado Has.
It's a shame we've not the time to dig deeper. I'm sure you would have much to share given the proper incentive. But alas, my expertise is required elsewhere. And while the Sardaukar are many things, jailers, they are not. So then, you may take your secrets to the grave. We will find and kill your Fremen confederate in any event.
Will you, though?
No slight to you, Tors. I just thought that this interrogation might benefit from my visage.
It's been the Jesuit.
You see, Sub-Prefect, hypnoligation. This prisoner was deliberately layered with a compulsion, and my face is the trigger. Enough of this. So a mystery within a mystery. Who did this to our prisoner and why? And what does it have to do with Zantara the Lion? Bring them.
What is this?
Fascinating.
Damn.
Your compulsion is designed to react only to the sight of my real face. This projection allows us to talk face to face, so to speak. I am Count Hazimir Fenring. I serve the Emperor as observer and confidant, and I keep his Sardaukar from getting too far off the leash. You've heard the expression, the spice must flow. I am the man who ensures that it continues to do so.
Okay.
So, having established who I am, we turn to you. An escaped prisoner, a survivor. But every person carries their past with them. Who are you?
Okay. Say
What
nothing.
is noteworthy is this sequence of events. A crashed prison transport. An escaped prisoner rescued by the outlaws Zantara. Finally, an insidious form of compulsion that forces the subject to kill themselves rather than be subject to my presence. It's almost flattering.
Okay.
Do you remember who gave you this compulsion? Do you know how? As you
Say
will,
nothing.
then. And then Zantara rescues you from the wreckage of the ship. Why you? What is your association with him?
Honorable.
Truth be told, I am less interested in the outlaw. The Sardaukar want his head, but my interests rarely align with those of the Imperial Legion. No,
Okay.
I am mostly interested in whoever did this to you, and whether there is a way we can help each other. I can use someone like you. Someone who can survive in difficult situations. And in return, I promise you answers.
Alright, and who is this? Bro, I'm pooping and watching this. It's nuts. Hey. What's nuts? Like you're nuts? Nuts in your poop? Or the fact that you're watching a stream while pooping?
For now, do
Good job,
nothing.
Breath.
Enjoy your freedom. But when you are ready, make your way to Hanevar's bar in Harko village.
Okay. Those are the gestures.
That will let her know who you are. Be discreet. The ones who did this to you are powerful and subtle. I cannot protect you from their compulsion. We've spoken long enough. I will have the guards return your weapons and put you out in the street. I leave you with this. Okay. Do not waste sorrow over the aristocracy of misfortune. You have your life to live.
Okay, well that got serious. Holy shit.
Oh. I've been waiting for you.
Where have you
Keeping
been?
an eye on things. Dodging Sardaukar patrols. Making sure that everyone who was looking for me was looking in the wrong places. The Sardaukar let you go. Either you told them something valuable enough to buy your freedom, or you've been working for them all along. Which is it?
I was interrogated by Faring. I told him everything, and he asked me to work for him. Hey, if I told him everything I knew, it wouldn't be much. I know nothing about you.
I'm not concerned with what you think you said, Offworlder. I'm concerned about what they learned. Did anything unusual happen?
Tell him.
This compulsion. Fenring seems unusually interested in you. I warn you, Offworlder.
Really? He's a dangerous man. No,
he's one of the best duelists in the Imperium, but he is the Emperor's right hand. A man who works from the shadows. Whoever gave you this compulsion must not want their secrets or knowledge of your mission to fall into his hands. Do nothing, Offworlder. Carry on exactly as Fenring has asked. He's almost certainly watching you. You'll meet his contact. Carry out their assignments. Pay attention. Anything Fenring asks, I'll do what I always do, Offworlder. Make sure you don't get killed.
Thanks. Goodbye. Alright, cool. Black market tech. Meet the contact. I don't think I want to do that yet. I'm going to hold off for a bit, I think. There shouldn't be anything else restricting me. Nothing else is locked behind the story. I don't have any points. I need to get the Litter John Mark 6. How much does that thing hold? 20,000? Lord. That also, yeah, it uses plastanium, so... That's the messed with titanium, and I think titanium only comes from the deep desert, so... It'll be a while before I get there, so I'm in no rush to do this black market tech thing. But at least I can do that. Alright, so we need to find this soup doctor. We need to go up. And the way up is over here. I think. They're not... Yeah, I think there's stairs in this place. Okay. Let's go through here. The Imperial Consulate. Okay. And And then are they're not fucking stairs? Damn it, Bobby. Right, there is a way to go upstairs. I know because I've jumped down from there before. I need to be up to get this other contract done. Wow, there's been some really cool story stuff, guys. I know I've been muted for a while, but I had to check that shit out. After the 7th trial, the story really kicks off. Holy hell. It's neat. Alright, how do I get up there? Alright, so I want to get... Nice, nice. How's things going on your end there, Veden?
Good, I'm
smashing
everything since I already know what I'm supposed to do.
Know where to go and got some powerful weapons?
Yeah, just literally one shot and everything.
Hell yeah. Good. Alright, this is the Sook Doctor.
Welcome, stranger. If you come seeking treatment, I have all manner of locally sourced natural remedies for what Kara sent you. Well then,
okay.
You can turn around and piss right off to whatever hole she found you in. Her name is shit around here.
No need for hostility.
You have not seen my hostile side. Pray that you never do. Now, what? She must be suffering terribly.
Okay.
If I were you, I would go quickly and find someone who gives a shit.
Jesus. Okay. I believe you just want to know then to provide care when called upon. I'll ask again, what does she do with you?
Look, even if I wanted to help her, which I don't, I haven't been able to get medical supplies in weeks. Tell you what, if you can fix my medical supply issue, I'll help Sergeant Falk. Talk to Anushka Hanavar. She'll...
Alright, so this is for my trooper stuff. Okay. So we need to go here. Talk to this person again. Hello.
Welcome back.
Okay.
That's a special drink. Was there anything else with that?
Dr. Kurumi.
It's not my fault. Harko wasn't built to support this many people and doesn't have a starport that will accommodate most transport freighters. The only way to get supplies here is in small loads by ornithopter or overland, and that's proving to be a big problem. Medical supplies used to come by ground courier through the Udom, but that run... And while the Mascarat are getting aggressive across the sector, one nest... So if someone were to pacify that nest, I might be able...
Oh, okay. Alright, we gotta go kill those guys, I guess. That should be everything I need to do here. There is a vehicle. I'm gonna go check out that vehicle vendor. I've actually never looked at it. And I have a ton of Solari. So if I can find maybe like a good ornithopter unique, or maybe something for my buggy. Let's see. What we got?
I knew you'd be back. Only a matter of time.
What's he got? Albatross wing module. They are designed for speed. Oh, it's an Albatross wing module Mark V. Duraluminium. Okay. That's 200 steady assault boost module. This unique boost provides a steady boost at a lower maximum speed, providing an adage of slow and steady wins the race. On Arrakis, natives tend to modify it slightly, saying only if you have enough fuel and the worm is very, very far away. Alright, that's Duraluminium. These are all buggy pieces. Okay. Military power regulator? Okay. I haven't even seen any of those yet. Alright, so just some sandbike stuff and buggy stuff, but then there's just a couple of decent recipes. The bigger buggy boot. And the Albatross wing module. That one's a unique schematic. 220,000. That's crazy. Alright. Well, don't have to worry about that one. Let's see. We've got the advanced planetologist thing. We got to go to Arakeen to do that. Let's see. Atreides has recovered honor. We got to do that. All of those are good. Swordmaster advanced. Okay. Trail at Hanover's Tormented Soul. Yeah, I've already returned his thing, so I gotta talk to him again, I think. Alright, that's for Bene Gesserit. Where's the second Mentat person? They should be at the other city too. They're at Arakeen, right? I know the Swordmaster is here. I should go talk to him really quick. But I think the Mentat is there with the trooper at Arakeen. But the Swordmaster's over here. So let me see if that's any more I gotta do with that.
Oh, we meet again. The rhyme of your stride betrays you. No, you're more relentless than a desert bat lapping up a dead man's tears.
Mentats from Fallout? Yeah, right.
My blood had gone cold and viscous, but it is quickened once more. Yes, the one who's after me and the one who made me like this are the same man. He sits in a high place, in the power structure of the Imperium, high above the reach of justice. I had no aspirations but to wallow in defeat. When you placed the sword hilt in my hand, something awakened. Let it lie. If you really want to help me, you can help me get a new pair of eyes.
Okay.
Artificial eyes, created by the frightful arts of the Tli Laxu.
Tli Laxu, okay. Alright, let's see. You should have your revenge. All right.
Hesitation has stayed my hand. Apocryphal tales of Tli Laxu eyes enslaving the user. Thoughts that such a marriage of metal and flesh must be sinful. But I have also heard how these metal eyes improve the user. How they are more powerful, more durable than this fragile jelly. The desire for revenge eclipses my hesitation. I am being watched. You can move about unobserved. I need you to, when you meet her, order a Karana. Off you go then.
Alright, I gotta talk to Hanavar again. See, good thing I talked to this guy while I was here. Back to the bar to learn more. We also need to take an AFK here in a second to feed my doggo boy.
Welcome back. That's a special drink. Was there anything else? A rare and discerning garnish to be sure. What? Afraid not.
Let's see.
Tli Laxu eyes are hard to come by on Arrakis. You raiding Saren?
Okay.
You didn't hear it from me.
So there are some guys here. Okay. Tax collector. I hate how I can't see the whole map of this place. It's kind of annoying. Alright. So let's follow Swordmaster Advance. Tracking. Inquire about the Tluxu trader in the Haga Basin. Alright, I can't back the map out, can I? No. I want to see the world map. I think I just need to leave here and do that, actually. Okay. So, now that we have that, inquire about the eyes with the Tluxu trader. Okay. So, need that. Seek her out. Inquire about the eyes with Tluxu trader in the Haga Basin. Okay, so we just gotta go back into the Haga Basin. We gotta leave. Right, we're gonna do it. Bum 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 bum. What's this guy got?
We don't trade with that.
Oh, you don't trade with the tradies. Okay, that's fine. Yes, I am a tradies. You will not trade. I understand. Okay.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
Oh, to fly me
Music
somewhere.
to my ears. The
Pocket
basin is a pretty
basin.
big place. Could you
Let's
narrow
go
it down a
to
little?
Pinnacle.
Let's try to avoid.
All right, so now I'm flying back to the Haga Basin. We're gonna get to where we need to go. Load in. I'm gonna take a brief AFK to feed the dog. Bit of a bio break, and then we'll be back into doing some more Dune. Get some contracts to run. We're leveling up our, our profession trees, doing these contracts. And there's actually, like, I haven't done the contracts in this trade tower that I'm going to now or the next one. So I have plenty to do. In fact, I'm going to take a look. Yeah, see, I've got these. Just not picking them up quite yet because I wanted to finish these other missions I had while they were still, within reach and easy to track, as opposed to, having a million other things to do. Okay, there's that, and that. Darkness Watch. Now where is this person? That's Mobile's gang, recovering honor, and that's the Missionara Protectiva. So that's for the Bene Gesserit. And that's a shot at improving. It's not piercing eyes. Where is piercing eyes? It said Haga Basin, but where in Haga Basin? Oh, actually, it's right here. Oh!
You're not familiar to me. State your business. You may call me We do seek ally. Then that should save it. House Ark, our homeworld. We aspire to ride that edge. Well, our tech speaks for it is our...
Not you.
Still hanging around, are you?
Okay. How about... You.
You have returned, Offwelder.
That's the Sword Master. Okay. This one.
Welcome to our humble mart, traveler.
The Talaxu
Let
Trader.
these few meters of Pinnacle Station demonstrate our home. We have but one simple request. Do not ask about the origins of our goods. And then you've come to the right place. There has been trouble. Experiments have escaped their enclosures, fled our custody. Kill our escaped experiments before they attract too much notice. In return, we will provide the eyes you require. Deal?
All right.
Pleasure doing business with
That's
you.
what that is insane, which is why the Bene Gesserit is an all-women's organization, but the other organization is an all-men's organization, and they just basically are like, I don't give a fuck. I'll lose my mind for this power. And, yeah, they do some crazy shit, so... Anyways, a little bit of a lore bomb. I will be right back. I have got to go to the restroom.
Welcome back. We are our people. More to... They facilitate... Now you...
Hold on. I thought I could just turn that back in, but I guess not. I thought I already cleared the place. Anyways, we're back. Bio break. Feed the dog. We'll return.